Hey everyone, this is Tim Randall, Director of Product Management for Milyli. Today, we're going to take a look at an easy way to handle redacting very large Excels with tons of rows of raw data like you would typically find in common pharmaceutical or financial case review. For this workflow, we're going to take a look at a sample document that has a large number of rows of subcontractor data. Our goals for this workflow are to redact all of the rows except those containing the relevant subject matter, easily handle leaving the rows visible for multiple relevant subjects, and finally, we want to do this in a way that can be easily applied to several documents quickly and painlessly. This workflow will be especially valuable when working with very large Excel documents. So let's take a look at a sample document. So here is our sample Excel, and as you can see, this document is gigantic. It has a ton of rows of dense data with addresses and names, locations, and former names, and just information all over the place. In normal cases, we're going to want to redact almost all of this information. We really only have a couple subjects that we're interested in honing in on. And if we wanted to do that with this Excel, it's pretty complicated. We have to do different things like pull out specific rows into another tab, remove all the other information, build this tab. It's very cumbersome. So what we want to do is we're going to load this into Relativity. We're going to set up a blackout project, and then we're going to run that project in order to find all of the other information other than the specific stuff we're looking for. And we're going to redact that. And then we're going to do that in a way where this could just be applied to our entire document universe or all of our documents that are in the set. Okay, so I've loaded this file into Relativity and I've created a saved search for the file. So let's jump over to Blackout and we're going to click Create New Project, Spreadsheet. We are going to name this project SEC Filings. We're going to pick a saved search, which is going to be our SEC Records, our markup set, which will be primary. And then let's go ahead and get into making the actual redactions. So the very first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that our header row, which has our headers, remains visible. So I'm going to click Ignore Certain Rows or Columns and then input 1. So what this is going to do is no matter what redactions or matches are placed, the first row, which has our headers, is going to remain unredacted. It's usually a requirement of these types of cases and these types of redactions. And then under our rules, I'm going to click Inverse. I'm going to select Row, markup type black, and then I'm going to put two word phrase rules in. Now this is just for an example. These can be filled in with any type of rules or regular expressions or information that you're looking to keep unredacted. So I'm going to put in United Healthcare Corp. And Collegium Pharmaceutical Inc. So in this case, these are going to be the subjects that we actually want to find inside the document and be visible. We want to redact everything else. So these rows should remain visible. So let's click Create. So our project has completed running and we have 10 matches. So we should expect to have 10 rows visible still. So I'm going to click on our documents marked up. So here in the Relativity viewer, we can see that we have a lot of redactions. And if I click on any of these cells or rows, it shows us quickly that this information is not there anymore. If I click up here, we can see here's where Collegium Pharmaceutical Inc. was matched. And we can quickly kind of look through and QC all of these open spots by opening the Blackout Markup Review Navigator at the bottom. And then I can just click on these rows and it's going to navigate me into the document on where this information is. So for example, we have a line down here, a match on row 11,782. If I click this, it brings me all the way down to this row. We can see that our redactions have been placed on either side, and I can quickly look at the information here that's supposed to be visible. So if we take this concept and we take this idea of inputting our information, running the inverse project, this can be expanded out to all sorts of different types of records and financial data and pharmaceutical data, wherever you're dealing with these very large documents where most of the information needs to be protected. This is an incredibly fast way to both redact all that information and QC that data. So hopefully that was easy to follow along with. As always, if you have any questions, ideas, or thoughts, definitely reach out to me at tim@milyli.com, and we are always here to help. Thank you so much.